Hi, my name's Vince. This behind me is my trailer, and you're watching Vince's Trailer Cook Shop. Come inside. Well, how you doing? It's Vince again. How's everyone doing today? This is another quick recipe idea. So basically, I got this George Foreman. It actually come from a boot sale, car boot sale, and it's not too big and it's not too small, and it's just me on my own. This is what I'm using to basic grill stuff, because I am so sick of cleaning the grill pan out every 5 minutes, and it takes forever because the sink's only so big, you know. So I use the George Foreman a lot, especially cooking bits meat and everything, but there's other things you can do in it as well. So this is another just an idea. I've got a packet of sausages. They happen to be Richmond's, as I was currently rolling them back. This basically, instead of like cooking a bit now, so do it all at once. That's what I do, because you're using your grill plates the one time for the same amount of time, and you're doing your cooking. So if you want some lunch tomorrow or anything like that. So I'm going to show you a little later what I'm going to do with these. But meanwhile, these have to be cooked before you actually put them in. So I'm going to make some sort of chicken and sausage, vegetable risotto, if you like, without rice. Because I'm currently on trying less carbs and trying not to eat so much fat. So that's hence the George is very, very good for that, because as it comes down, it is at an angle, as you can see. Yeah, so all the fat will drip down into a drainage pot there. So being that the two plates get hot, this is I think a fantastic way of cooking. I noticed in a gas grill, this being gas, in a gas grill, the problem you've got is the food tends to, well, in my one anyway, if you cook any meat or anything like that, the food tends to dry out a little bit. So this seems to keep the moisture in and everything like that. So we'll come back to this a little bit later, but it's about 20 minutes in the George Foreman, and we'll have some ingredients then to put into for tonight's dinner. So there we go. Okay, now guys, that's while the George is taking care of cooking the sausages, I'd just like to just highlight a few things on here. So basically what we've got here, we've got frozen veg. Now, if you're like me and you have to go to work every day, and the thing is, the TV chefs make it sound so easy. I'll get some fresh veg. It's not always practical or convenient to go out every day to a store and get fresh vegetables in there. So what I do is, a lot of the time I have frozen vegetables, and these are like farm foods, sliced cabbage, whole green beans, red peppers, and cut leeks. Now you mix all this up together, and there's some leftover green beans, and you mix all this up together, and it can taste pretty good. All the vegetables, and vegetables essentially are a massive part of anyone's diet, or should be, you know. So, but the thing you've got to remember with frozen food is that the frozen veg, especially, is there's a lot of water content, a lot of water content. So if you start to try and cook directly with this, right, you'll find you end up getting quite a soggy meal as such. So what we need to do is we need to steam them first, and this is just a bog standard microwave steamer. And what you got there is you put a little bit of water in the bottom, a few tablespoonful, and you put all the vegetables or whatever you want in the top. And if you, let's say for example, you filled it up to the top and you fit the lid over it and everything like that, you're looking at about 8 to 10 minutes in the steamer. That gives us a chance for the moisture and all the water to come out of the vegetables. Okay, So I'm not going to pretend I am a top chef. These are just quick, easy meals that can be done by someone, normal people. You know, you haven't got to spend 3 hours in the kitchen chopping this, sorting that, and going through this. These are just meals that can be done by ordinary people. If you've got a microwave, and you might have a George Foreman, if it's more convenient that way, or just a grill, if you like. So what we're going to do, put some of these together, and we're gonna cook them. So, and by the magic of television, as they used to say years ago when I was a lad, we have got the vegetables all sitting in there in the thing. Now I've stretched it out quite a bit. I've also put, no I haven't, it's supposed to be a little bit of water in there, Vince. What are you doing? What are you doing? Basically the water is there just to get the steam going, and the rest of the water will come down from the vegetables anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the microwave. People say, oh, microwave. No, you're steaming as opposed to cooking. You're using the power of steam, basically. That's all you're doing. So whatever button that was, I don't know. AC1, what's that all about? Right, here we go. So micro power, vegetables like that, you're looking probably about 10 minutes. And they will never go hard because you're not actually cooking them with that. It's actually the steam, if you see what I mean. Right, okay. Press, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll come back, we check the sausages on the George Foreman. So only a couple of them are going to go in tonight's dish. The rest we can save, or you can put them in a sandwich, or whatever you want to do with the damn things. There we go. Right. To add is some steam cooked chicken breast. Now these are very, very, very convenient. Basically, they're frozen, they're fully steam cooked, and then all you do overnight, piece of chicken, and it's defrosted, and you can eat that right as it is, stick it in a sandwich if you want, or use it to prepare with other ingredients to make a very tasty meal. Okay, well I've got the sausages out the George Foreman, and as you can see, cut them out. I haven't shown you the video of me cutting sausages because I'm sure people know how to cut sausages, but they come up a little bit smaller than I imagine, so I'm going to use 4 of these. Plus I want something for lunch tomorrow as well, so taking it into consideration. And then got this, so this needs cutting up now. Okay, these vegetables now have been in about 10 minutes. As you can see, the steam is coming lovely off them, and it really does smell lovely. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of water coming from the bottom, so we don't need that anymore. So we'll get rid of that. Okay. Now, what it's important to do is to actually try and make sure that most of the moisture, so it might be just worth letting these vegetables sit for a little while, even until they're cool, because the whole thing is going to be put in a pan along with this, maybe a couple of spices, we'll see, and then hopefully it turns into a nice vegetable sausage chicken risotto type thing. Okay, here I have a pan on, and no, it's not what you think it is. It's actually olive oil. So I'm going to put a drop of olive oil, pour some vegetables, mix them in the meat in, and see how we go. And there you go, lovely sizzling away the chicken and the cut up sausages. And for those wanting to know why is it in a Jack Daniels bottle, well, the reason being is oil, or any type of olive oil or anything like that, is always better kept in a bottle. A darker one if you can, but it's still better than being kept in plastic. So a lot of the time you can only buy oil in plastic bottles. So if you've got a spare one of them lying around, then it just doesn't mar the taste or anything like that. So there you go. It's true I could have probably done with a bigger pan. Never mind. Just use some sort of device. Obviously if you've got a non-stick pan, don't use anything that's metal, because otherwise you'll end up finding that it wears away the enamel that creates the non-stick side of it. So you'd no longer then have a non-stick pan. Anyway, just stir and fold. Basically just keep folding. Oh dear, they get worse. Now's the time to add the spices. Just put whatever you want, whatever you fancy. My spice rack is, well, it's all of in there. It's got a few bits and pieces. So it's up to your preference. I'll put pepper in there. Some Mexican spice. You get these from the range actually. So you've got a barbecue version there. Comes with a few spices. And you've got a Mexican range. Now Mexican I find very nice with actually dipping. So I'm going to put a couple of bits and pieces in there just to give it some added flavour. But I got these from the range, I think last year, and they're absolutely, well, it says on there, delicious, and no MSG. There you go. So I've added some Mexican spices, and wow, does it smell lovely. So what I'm going to do is fold it in some more, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so when you let it cook in for a few minutes, what I'll do is, the idea is you're getting everything to the same temperature, like the chicken and everything like that, and the vegetables after they've cooled down, and the sausages even when they've cooled down. See, the idea is get everything to the same temperature, and then what you can do is let it simmer most of the dinner over the side of the cooker. But you can let it simmer for a little bit on there, and it absolutely smells wonderful, but don't let it burn. So keep turning it and what have you. And the important thing to note here is there's no water coming out, so you get a dinner full of slop basically. You're going to get a nice flavour, vegetable assortment mix, and which hopefully is quite good for us. Good for you. Good for me even. There you go. But all that's remaining to do, once you've got it off the cooker, is to put it and serve in a bowl. And the last but not least, let's have a taste. I don't know how I'm going to do this and film at the same time, but let's have a look. That is really nice. Sort of we got a Mexican type flavour with vegetables, and it's all, none of it's dry. It's succulent, moist, and I think a well worth exercise. So thank you all for watching, guys and girls. Until the next one, enjoy and try and eat healthily, yeah? Ta-da.